Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Let me know if you can hear me or see me. I am using a different app to stream tonight, so I wanted to make sure that it works. I'm going to check it out myself. It seems like it's working. So welcome back. This is Randy, FragranceDoud, as you guys all know. And I am streaming through StreamYard tonight. So first time. Usually I use YouTube Studio. I'm new to this, so I'm still trying to work out the kinks and figure out everything. So anyway, I was going to do my stream tonight with my Ghostface mask, but my daughter decided that she had to go to a party and wanted to use the Ghostface mask. So I actually don't have the Ghostface mask. What's up, Mar? How you doing? So I have a bunch of colognes going to go over with you guys. We're going to do the giveaway as always later in the live, and we'll talk about a bunch of different fragrances. I got two new ones. They're not technically new. They're new-ish, but as you guys know, the fragrance community has been pretty much nothing lately. There's been no new releases. The only new one that's on its way out is Mancera Tonka Cola, which is going to be my next pickup unless there's a designer release that gets thrown in there in the meantime. But again, I was going to do my live with my Ghostface mask, but my daughter decided she wanted to go to a party and she wanted to wear a mask, and she has her costume, which is like Hogwarts, Harry Potter, something like that. So she took my Ghostface mask. So yeah, I'm not doing the Ghostface tonight, unfortunately. What's going on, Dylan? How you doing? So I got in two fragrances. I was asked on TikTok by a company that is, I think the name is DRACO, even though Soulja Boy, he goes by the nickname DRACO, but the company DRACO is creating two fragrances, one for men and one for women. They contacted me on TikTok because my TikTok has a really large following for me. Not really large, but I have like 12.3 thousand. And so anyway, they sent me these. Soulja Boy, which is, this is called SBOY, and it's a niche fragrance. And then there's the Soulja Boy or Soulja Girl, S-Girl, or S-Girl for women. I don't know if it's called S-Boy for her or what it's called. I actually just opened these, and I can tell you, if you're a woman, which most of you guys are not, this is fantastic. I have actually not tried the men's yet outside of spraying it once because I want to save that for my video. If you guys want to know, I'm not being paid or anything by them. I am going to do a full video this week and let you guys know what I get from them. But the Soulja Boy, from what I smelled on the tester strip, it's really not good, but on your hand, it is fantastic. On skin, it's fantastic. I don't have much. I just smelled it for a second, and I do like it a lot. If you guys are interested in that fragrance, there is in my description for this video, there is a link to take you straight to there, which will get me, I think, like some kind of percentage on it. I don't know. This is my first time ever doing that. And then you can get $35 off using the code DOUD35, DOUD 35, if you're interested in it. I honestly don't care if you get it or not, but I'll let you guys know more this week if it's worth picking up. But anyway, wait, Scott, the Soulja Boy just came to your awareness. Well, I'll spray it on my hand one time and just give you guys a brief estimate. I don't want to really give away my video, but with that said, for those of you guys who just joined, I was going to do an entire stream this time wearing the Ghostface mask and doing the voice and stuff like that I did in my previous video. I have like 1.9 thousand subs, so thank you guys so much. But with that said, my new Ghostface video, I sent it to a few of my subs before I sent it out, and they were all like, well, most of them said, you're going to probably get a crap ton of views from that. And with the amount of subs I have, I was expecting to get a lot more views, at least on that video, and there wasn't. So if you haven't watched the video, my Halloween video, it's Ghostface, where I put on the mask and talk in the voice and stuff like that. Go check it out. It's more about fun than the review, but yeah, go check it out. Like, comment, all that good stuff. And As you guys know, I do have super chat available. If you ever feel the need to, you can. I will obviously put it right back into the channel. But as far as the Soldier Boy, there is some resemblance of all our SBOY. I keep calling it Soldier Boy, SBOY. There is some resemblance. I think I smelled this. Frag, one of my subs, sent me a bunch of different decants, and I think I smelled it on my live before. And there's a resemblance to a few different fragrances out there. Ones that come to mind would be Baccarat Rouge 540. While you don't get the almond or anything like that, it just has that resemblance in the background. While it's a bit more citrus, a bit more freshness in there. And then you also get like a little touch of the feeling that you get in Versace Eros. So if you kind of mix those together, you get that in the background while still doing its own thing because it's citrus, freshness. That's what I got the first time too. Again, I'm not going to give too much away from it, but anyway, what's up, Mark? How you doing? I haven't seen you in the lives in a while. What's up, Eddie? And Eddie was the one who sent me, or I bought off. He sent me a bunch of decants. He was the reason that I was able to get a lot of the Issey Miyakis, which I still do have a few that he sent me that I haven't reviewed yet. But then I bought this off of him, CH Men Prive. It's actually worth a pickup for sure. It's not a love for me. It's definitely a like, and it's growing on me. It's not one of those scents that you're going to love right off the bat. Some people might if you like the more masculine fragrances, but yeah. What's up, Newt? What's up, Patrick? How you doing? What's up, Scott? So overall, this is actually quite a nice fragrance. I did not expect it because normally celebrity fragrances aren't that good. There are a few exceptions out there. I mean, obviously there's like the older ones like Sean John and stuff like that. But most of the time, celebrity fragrances are either clones or they're just cheap. They're just not that great. This one's actually it smells like a niche fragrance. I don't know if they're branding it as niche. I don't know much. I know they're the perfumer for it. She was on Jeremy Fragrance's channel at one point. I know that it's a woman and that she created both of these fragrances, and she's created a lot of other fragrances in really popular designer lines. So I can tell you that it does have this designer feel to it, even though it is niche. It has high quality. It's definitely well blended. Yeah, it's actually really nice. But yeah, that's Soldier Boy. How are you guys doing? So the way that my channel's been working lately is I went on my cabin vacation up to the mountains, like a week ago. I did my live the day before I left. And then somebody, I think it was Cruid or whatever, he changed his name. He won the last giveaway. So if he shows up in this one, let him know in the chat that I'm going to send his thing out probably in a week or so. I'm catching up on a bunch of work. I already posted, so I posted 14 videos before I left. So I would leave you guys with something to watch. And then I also posted short every single day in a scent of the day post. I have all of my scent of the days lined up all the way until November 15th. So I left you guys with a lot of stuff. And over the next week, I'm going to try to get some other things out. But for the most part, it's going... Again, the fragrance community's been on a lull lately. We haven't had a new release since Coach Open Road. And if that's going to tell you, I think I reviewed Coach Open Road in my live 2 months ago. So that was the last time we had a new release in the designer fragrance community. And there is nothing even coming. The only thing that's coming is going to be Mancera's Tonka Cola and then a few Clive Christians, which nobody cares about. Outside of that, there's really nothing. I mean, it's not even nothing in Europe yet. And we usually get in the United States, the fragrance is about a month after. So Mancera Tonka Cola should probably be in the USA online within the next month or so. Maybe 2 weeks, since it's already been 2 weeks. But outside of that, it's really going to be hard for me to figure out ideas for a video. So if you guys have any ideas for a video, please give them to me in the chat, because I honestly have no fucking clue what I'm going to be doing. I don't want to repeat fragrances, and I have 200 some fragrances, so I can go back, but I don't know if I want to do that per se. I still, next month, my plan is is I went on to this site that has the top 30 fragrances that are based on sales. And so my plan is for the month of November, I'm going to do it focused on the top 30 fragrances based on sales. I'm going to do all the reviews of all of the fragrances that are in the top 30 and then also give my point of view on all of them. So that's my plan for November. But if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Coach Open Road available at FragranceNet. Yeah, I also got it on. I returned the one that I got originally because I did not think it was worth the price because it smells amazing, but the performance is very lackluster. So I returned that, and then I went on News Parfums and I got it for $48. So I was cool with that price. What's up, RXL? How you doing? I have a good feel. Oh, that's what reviews have been saying. That's pretty cool. It costs a niche amount. Yeah, I think it's $250. We're talking about the SBOY again. SBOY was $250. They marked it down just like all niche companies do to $190. And then if you used the my code that I'm giving you, again, I'm not being paid for any video or to tell you guys anything. They said I can say whatever I want. But anyway, so 190, and then you use Dude 35 on their site. So then that would be what, 155? And to me, that's designer price. I mean, that's a high-end designer price, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, so SBOY, I think just based on the opening first impression here, I think it's definitely worth it. Again, the link's in the chat. If you guys want to buy it, just please use my thing because I've never gotten money from this kind of stuff before. So let's see. RXL, I have a good feeling about Kanye's fragrance. They wouldn't charge $8. Yeah. There's a lot of, actually, if you go to Burlington, there's a lot of celebrity fragrances that are good, like Paris Hilton's Gold Rush. I heard that one's really good. I haven't got my nose on it. Then there's obviously, like I said, the Sean Johns, and then that dude from, what's his name? I can't think of it. The dude from Maroon 5, he created a fragrance, and I like that one too. My scent of the day is Coach Open Road, Coach for Men. I love Coach for Men. Coach for Men is the perfect running errand scent. If you need something for 3 to 4 hours and you want to smell great, fruity, a bit musky, it's a perfect fragrance for that. I'm almost out of my 15-minute. Patrick, you should just go on FragranceNet. I think it's like $35 or $40 for a full bottle. I have Coach Platinum as well. I mean, obviously, I have most of the designers out there. Surprisingly, I don't have the original Allure Homme Sport, and I don't have the original Bleu de Chanel. I have the Bleu de Chanel EDP in the Parfum, and I have the Allure Homme Edition Blanche and Eau Extreme, and the original Allure Homme, which is actually quite nice. I haven't reviewed that on my channel. And I actually haven't reviewed Sauvage Elixir on my channel either, which is fucking nuts. I don't know how I never even mentioned that on my channel yet. I mean, I mentioned it, but I never reviewed it. Yeah, Coach Platinum is nice. It's like a mix of, I don't like Sauvage. It takes like the parts of Sauvage that I don't like out and then adds in this nice vanilla, and so that's why I like it. Yeah, I'm freezing right now, if that's what you're talking about, Junkie Kong. Yeah, I'm sending yours out. Again, I just got home from my vacation 3 days ago. I have a lot of work to catch up on. I'm not going to get to the post office at all this week, so it's going to be another week. But I think I told you it was going to be about 3 weeks when I sent it out. What's up, Kim? I saw you change your name while I was on vacation to Killa Kamikaze. I like that name. You were Killa Cam. You were Cam Hamzat, you were something else, but yeah, it's good name changes. Coach Open Road available at I already read that. Coach Open Road is fire. It is. I can't wait for Mancera's Tonka. I can't wait for that either. The notes in Mancera's Tonka Cola really sound amazing. I have never bought a Mancera when it was first released ever. I only own 2 Manceras myself because if you're going to buy a niche, and I'm going to quote somebody here, but if you're going to buy a niche, it has to be one of those where you smell it and you go, wow. And I understand Mancera's are designer price, so that's a little bit different. But whenever you buy Mancera brand new, they're like 180. And so this is going to be the first time I'm ever going to buy one right off the bat. But if I don't like it or love it, I'll review it and then send it off. I can't wait for. Have you tried Naxos? Yep, I have a 20 milliliter of Naxos. I still need to get a full bottle, but I want to wait till that is gone. It's pretty much a higher quality version of Amen's Pure Havane. It's that tobacco, honey, really a nice, sweet fall and wintertime fragrance. Again, it's just the niche quality version of Havane. I personally, I said this in my Havane video, there is 3 different layers of this type of fragrance. If you want to be a cheapskate about it or just don't want to spend the kind of money, then you go with Insurrection 2 Wild by Rayon Tradition. It is a clone of Pure Havane and does it fantastic. And so that's like $18. Then if you want Pure Havane, obviously that's like $100 and some dollars, $200. So if that was still available at retail, that's my favorite. But Naxos, now that is actually a lot of times less expensive than buying Havane nowadays. Naxos is just the niche tier, the more well blended version of all 3 of them. Adam Levine by Adam Levine. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. I actually like the Adam Levine fragrance. It's not that bad. I don't know why I couldn't think I said the Maroon 5 dude. What's up, Mo? Welcome to Mo's. I think I said hi, Mo, earlier, but I was going through a lot of people. Tonight is my first time ever streaming with StreamYard. StreamYard is like a weird thing that I never knew about, that I guess is how everybody uses it when they do all those little pop-ups with all the different people. And while I don't want to be one of those people that brings on 6 people to try to get myself views, if I get somebody like last week, Ross from TLTG jumped in the chat and he said he wanted to join, and I didn't have StreamYard. So after my live, me and Ross did a FaceTime and we were talking back and forth, and he was showing me how to use it, stuff like that. So just in case him or one of my other peeps want to jump on and have a nice conversation, the link for StreamYard is in the chat. So, or in the description. If you want it in the chat, I can find it and put it in the chat for you as well. Yeah, I'm the same way, Hanson. I like Sauvage Elixir. The rest of the Sauvages I could do without. If I had to pick one outside of Elixir, it's the Eau de Toilette. I do not like the Parfum Saint-Mayem. What's up, DX? Things are good. Really busy. I just got done carving my pumpkin. My pumpkin was 132 pounds that I grew outside of my house. I just got done carving it right before this, and then I had to literally rush to get up here to do the stream, which then I thought I was going to have my Ghostface mask, but my daughter wore it to her party, so I kind of fooled you guys on that title for the stream. We are going to be doing another giveaway. Again, it's going to be out probably in a week or so, to whoever wins. I don't have my paper or anything, but with that said, I'm going to just go like this and pick the person, because I don't feel like writing down a bunch of names anymore. I think that's kind of pointless. But yeah, I love platinum. It's pineapple vanilla. I don't get pineapple from it. I do get the vanilla. I don't really get much leather from it either. I get it. To me, it's really just like a mix of Sauvage and vanilla. But yeah, people get different things from different fragrances. Adam Levine is like light blue forever, from what Jeff says. Not really. I like Adam Levine's fragrance for a cheapie. It's good. I don't wear it on a person. I'm just going off the ones that I like. Again, Sean John, Adam Levine. There's a couple other ones out there, but that one I did test because he sent it to me, or somebody sent it to me, and I liked it. And so I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm good, Eddie. How are you tonight? Is it worth getting a L'HOMME Sport? Yes. DX, I just did a short today on that. Allure Homme Eau Extreme is probably the best Allure Homme. I actually like the original. The original is really good. I didn't get my nose on it fully until like a month or so ago, but I bought a bottle and I love it. I love the Edition Blanche, but as far as versatility is concerned, the Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme is probably the most versatile out of all of the Allure Hommes. If you like vanilla, if you like the original Allure Homme Sport, it's pretty much what it is. It takes the original Allure Homme Sport, smoothens it out, makes it last a bit longer, adds in this nice vanilla in the dry down, and that's what you get. And it's the best one in the line, in my opinion. It's even better than Eau Extreme, and I love Eau Extreme. Mancera smells like whatever the name of the fragrance is on the label, but a flower version. RXL, I agree with you. I was talking to Hamzat the other day, or what's his name now? Killa Kamikaze. We were talking about that, and he said that I asked him, are any of, because Fragrance Spy had that sale where they had a bunch of different Manceras on there. And they said that I asked him if there was any of the vanilla, the ones that end in vanilla were worth picking up. And he goes, it's pretty much florally vanilla. It's like something in florals. And I said, yeah, I agree. Because a lot of the ones I've smelled do have something in floral. Then you have the ones like red tobacco that doesn't smell like florals. I mean, like saffron and stuff like that. But there's a few Manceras out there that are really good. And then there's a lot of Manceras that pretty much have the same base, like that Mancera feeling mixed with florals and then whatever's on the bottle, like you said. At least in my opinion. I do like a few Manceras a lot, though. Like Instant Crush is really nice. I think Tonka Cola is not going to be one of those florally aspects because it doesn't seem to have many florally parts to it. It's like vanilla and cherry and something, and it looked really good. What's up, Robert? That's for Hanson. What do you think of Sauvage EDP? Sauvage EDP is good. So I was trying to do a test of it the other day because again, I don't like the metallics in Sauvage. They've always thrown me off even since they were first released. I owned a bottle of Sauvage EDT for a while, and then I gave it to my friend Adam before I started my channel. And did I give it to Adam or who did I give that to? I don't remember, but I gave it to somebody. And the Sauvage EDP, I tested it at Ulta like 5 or 6 times the last couple times I was there next to the EDT to see which one I liked better. And I like the EDT better, but the EDP is slightly growing on me. They're slightly similar to each other. They're the ones that are the closest in the line. And then the Parfum, I don't like at all. I don't know. The Parfum might have too much metallics. I don't know. I smelled it once and then I was like, no, that's not for me. And then I was like, maybe it was just that one time. And then I tried it like 3 or 4 more times and I was like, nope, definitely not. My pumpkin is, I'm in my garage, Mark. So I'm not near my pumpkin. My pumpkin's down there. I'll put it on my, what's it called? Community tab after I'm done running. When I come up to my garage and do my live streams, I go right there and I put on House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones and I run on my treadmill and I do my reps of lifting and then I go down and take a shower and that's when I'll send it on my community tab if you want to see my pumpkins. My pumpkin has these cool eyes and then a giant mouth and I put a bunch of toothpicks in it to make it look like it has a bunch of really sharp teeth. I used to be really good if I really cared a lot to do my pumpkins. A couple years ago, I'll post these two on to show you guys what I used to do. When I was into Pokemon with my daughter, I did like this whole series of Pokemon characters on one pumpkin. When Game of Thrones was a thing, I did the Targaryen symbol with all the dragons. Whenever the Penguins won the cup, I did 3 Stanley Cups behind the Penguin symbol, and that was really cool. I got really creative with a lot of them. I did one where I shaved the pumpkin instead of carved it. That was really neat too. Scandale Les Parfums Eddie is really nice. That's why I thought that you would like it. It's on News Parfums for like $60 or something like that. It is one of the best fall fragrances released this year. It's a smoother, and I think Jensen said it the best. It's like you go like this and you smell it, and you're like, wait, oh my God. Ooh, cool. That he said that in his video, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel when I smell Scandal Le Parfum. Scott, did you really? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think about that. That's cool. I haven't even done my video yet, and Scott bought the SBOY, which again, it's right here. I'm not being paid to mention this or anything like that. So far on my hand, it is like a version, like a citrus and aromatic top with a mixture of like a Baccarat Rouge and maybe like a slight bit of Versace Eros all mixed together. And it's well blended. It's definitely niche quality. And again, they brought it down to 190. And then if you use my code DUDE35, and there's a link in my description if you guys want to check it out. It's pretty cool. I'm reviewing it this week. I only sprayed it once on my hand. Thank you, Scott. That's neat. I don't know how much I even get. They sent some kind of list. They said if you do sell a product, you get something. And I know a lot of like the bigger reviewers, they send you those links and they get a bunch of money. This is the first time that I ever had that type of thing, but they're not paying me for the video. They're just paying me if people buy my product. They're paying me, I think, like 30% or something like that. So I think you just got me 35 bucks. That's pretty cool. But I'll probably see what, like $10. Anyway, where was I? That's really exciting. I had to buy it. I already have two of them. What one? 1 million Prive. Oh, that's on my list. So if you guys didn't watch my video, I gave you tomorrow's Halloween. So happy Halloween to all you dudes. Some of the best fragrances to wear on Halloween. To me, my top 3 fragrances were actually not in my list the other day when I was dead. If you guys saw the Ghostface video, please go watch it if you didn't see it. I had Ghostface that was doing the voice from Scream, and my favorites are 1 million Prive. I didn't want to mention it as in the list because I don't like mentioning discontinued fragrances outside of discontinued week. This is a really good fragrance if you can find it. I found this on eBay about a month and a half ago for $58. You just have to stay and keep watching and watching. And a lot of times around this time of year, from now until January, you'll start to see once a week, Fragrance Buy or Fragrance Net will get the fall discontinued fragrances popping on here and there. So you will see 1 million Prive once or twice this fall or winter. So keep an eye on that. It's like a cinnamon cider with this myrrh in it that's just beautiful. It has like a little bit of like a smokiness. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful fragrance overall. It's sweet, really nice. And then for a cheap mode, this one's beautiful. Chromo Spice and Black Vanilla. Absolutely. For $19 that you can get at Walmart, this is like a fresher. It doesn't last crazy amount of time, but for the price that you get it, it's like Spice Bomb Extreme if you added in this like freshness to it and a little bit less spice. Yeah, it's actually the opening like 30 seconds isn't the best, but this okay. No wonder. I grabbed the wrong one. I was like, that didn't smell right. I was like, the opening's not the best. This one's actually pretty good, but this one's the distiller's blend. Told you I was rushing. I was like, no, that's not right. Yeah, this one's really pretty good too. It's the distiller's blend. I haven't mentioned it on my channel yet, but I grabbed the wrong one. Oops, a fucking daisy. So then we got this one, which is Parfums de Marly OAJAN. For niche, this is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Parfums de Marly. You got your Laytons and Harrods that I obviously love, but for special occasions, OAJAN is like a warm cinnamon pie. It's a little bit spicier. It's in the same realm as 1 million Prive, but it's more of like a sticky pie mixed with like a little bit of like a vanilla bean ice cream. I'm gonna smell a distiller's blend again. Distiller's blend is actually quite. It smells like Versace Eros Flame. If you guys want to know what the distiller's blend smells like from Cremo, if you ever see that, it smells like a Versace Eros Flame. It has that orange in it. It's actually quite nice too. I was gonna say the opening of it is a little bit sharp, And then whenever I was talking about black spice and vanilla, which I didn't bring with me, it is Spice Bomb Extreme, a little bit fresher and a little bit less spicy. And it has this opening for like 30 seconds, this tinge that's not very good. Same with the Distiller's Blend. So I think all cremos have that. But anyway, OAJAN's fantastic. So if you're looking for any, and then you have my favorite. This is going to be my favorite one to wear on Halloween. It has everything going for you. It has the spice, it has the fruits, it has the woods. Actually, this is who's going to win the giveaway. Right now, we're going to do a contest. The first person to guess what this fragrance is based on my description is going to be the winner. So get ready. Let me know that you guys are ready, and I'm going to give you the description for this fragrance, and the first person to type it in the chat is going to win the random giveaway tonight. So it's fruity. It is, well, there's fruits in it. There's woods in it. It's a bit spicy. It's warm. And for the price, it is one of the best fragrances out there. It's one of my favorite lines, if not my favorite line. And it is just a fantastic fall fragrance. And it's a fall-centric fragrance. No, no, and no. No, no. Nope. No one got it. No one got it. No one got it. Still open. So, all right, it is warm, spicy, woody, and the main note in it is cinnamon. Nope. I'm surprised nobody's got this. What is my favorite line? What is my favorite line? Okay, that's the line. Somebody's going to get it here. Somebody got the line right, but they didn't get the fragrance right. You're very close, Mo. I don't know Wanted by Big HR is. Yeah, Mo, you won. Oh, wait. No, Bogey won. Unless, Mark, Mo, what were you saying? What's Wanted by Big HR? Was that supposed to be night? Because if that's supposed to be night, which I think it is, then Mo won it. I think he just auto-corrected. Yeah, okay. So unfortunately, Bogey, I apologize, but Mo won it. I saw him say Wanted by Big HR, and there's no fragrance called that. I knew what he was saying. So correct answer is Wanted by Night. It has fruits in it. It's not super fruity. That's why I kind of corrected myself. It's woody. It's tobacco. It has spices, which the main spice is cinnamon. It's all the way around. So it is the best. And while Spice Bomb Infrared is one of my favorite fragrances, I consider that more of a winter fragrance. And you can wear it in the fall. I do wear it in the fall. I wear it all the time. But Wanted by Night is my favorite fragrance to wear for Halloween because it has everything going for it. You can wear it during the day on Halloween, especially now. It's supposed to be 37 degrees tomorrow. So, Mark, you wrote Wanted, I think. Oh, wait, no, you didn't. Yeah, so I'm just going to... Good choices, though, everybody. A lot of people were close, but some people were way off. Like, we got 1 million lucky in there. We had Parfums de Marly Harad. We had Jupe or Yope. Burberry London was a very good choice, Mo. You were a very good choice on that one, too, because it's very similar, too. Yeah. So anyway, I bought Armani Code Absolute, 110 for $62 at discounters, and it was worth. What's up, SoCal? How you doing? If you want to join, Jeff, I'm on StreamYard. First time ever, I actually found out how to use StreamYard. If you ever want to join, you feel free. Anybody can really do that. But yeah, Mo, you're gonna win a specialized. I've talked to you before, so just text me and we'll figure out what to get you. I'm trying to think of what things that you don't have. I honestly don't know. Just text me the things that you've seen on my channel that you don't have, and I'll send you some decants. Yeah. So, you probably are going to want a decant of Atlantis, huh? If you wanted to buy human resources, you're going to get fired. Hey, DX, how's your sales been going for that bathroom kit? If you guys don't know, you should go on Amazon, DX57, David. He has a thing that he's selling that he sent to me. I reviewed it on one of my things. It's like a soap dispenser, and I honestly can't remember what the rest of it was. He can tell you in the chat, but support your fellow fragrance person. Yeah, Jeff got the Atlantis in today. He said he actually really likes it. So if you guys want to see my video for Atlantis, which came out this year, it is a fantastic fragrance. The company Blue Atlas, they were rated on Forbes magazine as the #1 fragrance to try in 2022. It is a fresh fragrance that has this like green aromatic thing that really goes around the entire fragrance, while you get apricot, peach, and bergamot in the opening. And then as you work your way into the fragrance, you get some of that apricot peach mixing together, which Jeff actually called it like a stone fruit. You get like this stone fruit mixture with some musk as you get into the dry down. It's quite nice. And then it has this like green aromatic background. It's a really nice fresh fragrance. It's one of the they didn't make Forbes. Forbes rated them as the #1 fragrance to try in 2022. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. I work in human resources. I could confirm that. Look at the string. I was first. Oh, you guys are being nuts, aren't you? Sometimes I lose my track on here, especially now that I'm trying out a new platform for the first time. I actually like this platform better though, because I can see all of your comments right there and they're actually going in a good order. And it's actually, I like it better, I think. Anybody, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything while I was doing the giveaway. Everybody say congratulations to Mo. I didn't even say congratulations because that's the new way I'm doing my decant giveaways for now on. My live giveaways, when I do them, I'm going to have you guys, the first person to guess. I think that's a good way to do it. The first person to guess based on my description of the fragrance gets to win the giveaway. And that's what's going to happen every weekend. Stone fruit mixture is greater than that sounds like those hipsters pour over whenever he said stone fruit, he said that to me earlier. We were texting back and forth. We text back and forth about like fragrances and just bullshitting all day every once in a while, and he said stone fruit, and I said, are you talking about amber? I can't remember what the name is. Ambrette seed. I said, because the only thing I don't know in Atlantis what it smells like or what it is ambrette seed. And he was like, no. Stone fruit is a description for like a peach and apricot and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's neat. I've never heard it called that, but that's really cool. So anyway, now that I covered up my SBOY with the Cremo, now that I can tell you, I can't tell you what's on my wrist anymore because I sprayed the Distiller's Blend over it. 2 other fragrances that you can wear for Halloween if you like them. I just got this one in from Eddie, so one of my subscribers. CH Men Privé. I don't like it as much as I thought I would because a lot of people hyped it up. But with that said, I still do like it. It's a masculine, casual date night scent. I can smell leather the most from this fragrance, but with that said, it has a bit of like a sweetness and a darkness to it. Obviously you get that whiskey in there as well, but even though it's CH Men Privé, it's more of like a mixture of, it has a bit of a freshness in the opening, but only for a very short bit of time. But it's dark. It has this, wait, hold on. I want to figure out how to do this. Who's Nasid? Somebody Nasid, aren't you the guy that stole the chipmunk? Yeah, Nasid, I'm not inviting you into my thing because I don't know who you are. Oh, pulling up people was for reviewers. He was trying to get into my some guy named Nasid was trying to get into the what's it called? StreamYard chat, but I've never seen him before. And then I see his face pop up as he wanted to be a guest on my channel. I thought it was going to be Jeff for a second. And he also sent me a few private messages. I have no idea who that is. But anyway, maybe I don't like StreamYard as much. So anyway, thank you for deleting him, whoever did that. That really confused me. There's always something going on my live. What was it last time? 2 times ago, it was that Italian guy that was getting real pissed because I told him that he couldn't spell. And then the guy last time came in, or 2 times ago, and kept telling me I was handsome 5,000 times. Then there was the 2 people last time that were making all kinds of sexist remarks. I have CH Prive and it smells incredibly dated to me. Some people say that. So a lot of people that I've heard that actually have the fragrance have either sold or returned it. With that said, Jeff, do you use StreamYard? Because they don't have subscriber mode on StreamYard. And I can't use subscriber mode unless you have a computer. If you set it up on a computer under subscriber mode, it does not let you start the live on your phone. I don't have a computer that has a good enough camera, so I can't do subscriber mode until I get a computer that's good enough. But honestly, I don't really care about computers because I use my phone and my work laptop more often than not. So I don't really care about buying a computer, to be honest with you. I have a computer at home, but then you guys would be seeing my kitchen as my background. Yeah, no. I saw what he looked like. He popped up on my screen. It was just some skinny kid. Only I've ever done on a computer to set up, get that out for your phone and make it be a webcam. Oh yeah, you told me about that. See, this one's been working for me well. And last time, oh, that's what happened last time on my live. My ring light broke, and then my phone fell over. But I have a lamp. I brought a lamp in this time, so that's not going to happen. Anyway. Hola, Eddie. Prive is getting the partial. Yeah, so it smells like a whiskey leather dark fragrance. It's the best way to put it. There's not too much going on with it. It smells mature, yet at the same time, it has this like casual vibe where you can wear it for date nights. Jeff described it on his channel one time, and I was like, yeah, that's a good description for it. I can't remember what it was, though. You always have the best descripting words for things. I'm usually just like, yeah, that smells like fruity and pretty good. He's like, stone fruit. My wife hates most of. Oh, I'm back. Randy and Jeff, what's good? What's up, Loam? How you doing? Um, my wife hates most of my fragrances, but so I did a short the other day where I said to my wife, who is actually in this picture back here, if you guys can see her on the other side. Oh, Jesus. No, I'm moving the wrong way now. There we go. Anyway, so what was I even saying? Oh, so I did a short the other day. Every time I wear a fragrance for my wife, for instance, her favorite fragrance was this. And then I was like, okay, sweet. I'm going to wear this every time we go out. Then the next time we went out, she's like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, oh, I'm wearing the. And she's like, oh, I don't like it that much. And then I'm like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah. I was like, well, it's the one that you said was your favorite. And she's like, no. I'm like, okay. Like it smells okay. Maybe it was just the first time. And she does that all the fucking time. And I'm like, bro, just chill out. Like my fragrances or not, I'm not dealing with you anymore. Yeah, just women. Sometimes my wife. It's not women in general. It's just my wife. She loves to hate my stuff. But I think that's what being married is, isn't it? 100 bucks the troll asked for Pure Havana. Yeah, just like that one guy who won my giveaway. He asked for Pure Havana like 55 times. And I said, I'm not giving you, I don't even have a bottle of it at this point in time. And I said, I'm not giving you my Pure Havana, like, or a decant of the little bit of Pure Havana I have. And then he won the giveaway. And I said, no discontinueds, no anything. This is what you're getting. And he said, I'll take Pure Havana. I said, I wasn't giving you an option. And so I ended up sending him, like, literally, you should have saw, if you're nice to me, ask anybody who's won my lives or decant giveaways or whatever. I send you good stuff if you're nice. But if you're a douche, I'm going to send you douchey fragrances. You're going to get the Adam Levine by Adam Levine. No, I'm just kidding. I like that fragrance. But you're going to get, like, cremos and stuff like that. Well, what's up, I Smell? Mike. Hey, I'm finally using StreamYard, so if you ever want to jump on, Mike, feel free. I just said the same to Jeff, but now that I have StreamYard going up for the first time ever, you're more than welcome to join. If you guys don't know Mike I Smell and Jeff from SoCal Sense, which I know you know Jeff from SoCal Sense, but if you don't, Mike from I Smell, he was a really good channel. He took a little hiatus for a while, and now he's been more back into the fold lately. Check out his channel. It's really nice. And then we have Jeff from SoCal Sense, who, if you don't know, now you know. He is a fantastic channel that does not reviews, so stop confusing it. It's not reviews. It is compliment tests with beautiful women that could be actresses, models, or just beautiful women in general. So go check him out, leave some nice comments, and definitely subscribe while you're there, because his channel is very nice. He's a very nice guy. He does live streams, all that good stuff. And if you ever have anything bad to say about Jeff, don't say it, or just shut up, because it's either that you're jealous or you just have a bad attitude. So, because he's a nice guy. Just by Rayon Insurrection. I actually, Hanson, agree with that. Rayon Insurrection too wild now. I would rather just pick that over Xerjoff Naxos. But with that said, just because of the price. But the other day, Naxos was like $135, and I was like, there's no way somebody can pass up on that. I'm good. Just got done with the barber. I haven't been to an actual barber. My wife cuts my hair. I'm talking bad about her, and she's probably watching my channel right now. And she's like, next time I'm cutting his hair, I'm putting a bald spot in the back. But she cuts my hair, and so, yeah. I don't have to go to no barber. Wives and fragrances. And I did a video about it. I'm like, what do you want? No, seriously, what do you want? And I don't know. No, what do you want? Just tell me what you want to wear. Like, what do you want me to wear? You want me to wear Wanted by Night every single day because you love it? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I don't really like that much, but it's your favorite fragrance. That was the one I was talking about. Seriously. I mean, yeah, I don't care if she roasts me, Jeff. If she roasts me, I'm freaking, I don't know. Some nasty thoughts just went through my head. Seriously. As soon as I said that, it was like, if you paused and saw my face, because I saw my face and I was looking at it, and it was, I could see the thoughts running through my head. Yeah, and the next time, Jonky, she's just gonna say, oh, I love that fragrance. She hates the openings of fragrances. If you let her smell a fragrance in the first 5 minutes, she won't like it. It doesn't matter if it's the best fragrance in the world or the worst. She will not like it until it dries down. I don't know why. Usually it's the openings that people love, and she's the complete opposite. I just bought it because you said it was damn close to Pure Havana, and I agree. It's a clone of Pure Havana. It's about, and I don't like giving percentages usually, but there's only like 3 clones that I would ever say that about. And Insurrection Too Wild is like 95% Pure Havana. It's just that honey and tobacco and sweetness, and it's almost like a cherry pipe tobacco. Junkie, that certainly are my nose and still recovery. I just read that completely wrong. So fuck it. Outside of that, so I was in a live the other night with you, Mike from I Smell. And I joined Denim's channel for about, you know what's funny though? That Denim fragrance, he does a lot of lives, like a lot of lives, and brings a lot of people on and barely talks. And I always join his channel just like show support. And he sends me like the links after and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay. He never shows up to any of my lives. He like, for instance, like Mike from I Smell, or just like I just saw on the channel, and on average Joe, they join my channel and they say hi in my lives because when they're on things, I'll come over and say, hey, what's up? How you doing? And what's going on, Joe? How you doing? And I think that's just the right thing to do, but he has never shown up. And I'm just like, bro, at least just stop by and say what's up, because I know you're available. You're always on there. But anyway, a lot of Sue's going on. Sue, Randy? Hey, not Sue. All right. So anyway, what I was saying is, Mike, when you guys were doing, you and Joe and all them, I don't know if Joe was still there, but you guys were talking about the best Calvin Klein fragrances. And nobody mentioned this. CK Shock, and then I saw Mike brought it out and went like this, and I was like, you guys were saying that like one of the people were saying like the original Eternity was the only good Calvin Klein fragrance out there. I was like, CK Shock is probably top 5 as far as cheaper fragrances go, but it's definitely a good Calvin Klein fragrance. I mean, it hits all the spots that you need to know for a fall and winter fragrance. Joe, I was like, is Sue a new way to say so? Yeah, whenever he said Sue the second time, I was like, is that one of those slang terms? So I've been scrolling through TikTok today. I am sick and tired of seeing Jake Paul. I am sick and tired of seeing that guy on everything that I scroll through. Like, he can fight old fighters all he wants. He's dodging boxers just because he knows that once he gets to a boxer, people will start calling him a fraud. And so he's not doing that. And it's just, I'm seeing him every time. I just want to scroll through and see fragrance things or dog things or whatever else is on my favorites. And I keep seeing him on everything. And it's like, I don't follow anything that has to do with him. And I just had to point that out. But anyway, CK Shock, I'm going to spray that on the other hand. I don't know how you guys didn't mention this. It's just so nice. It has like a mix of a bunch of different fragrances in it. Like I could pinpoint this or that. At the first time I ever smelled it, I thought it smelled like Leighton. But then I was like, no, there's definitely like tobacco and stuff like that in it. And then it smelled like this. And then it smelled like that. But it's warm, it's sweet, a bit resinous. It has the tobacco in there. It's beautiful. And I got that for like, I think it was on clearance for like $9. Seriously, you need to pick that up if you haven't. CK Shock is really good. Patrick, it's not just one thing. There's like there's the tobacco from like something like Pure Havane. Then there's the sweetness from something like Leighton. Then there's this warm deepness is similar to like the amber from Luminous Night. Then there's just so many different fragrances that you can, even pieces of Wanted by Night that are in here. I mean, it's just really nicely blended, and it's the way that it's coming across the most is the tobacco. So if there was anything that I could pinpoint, maybe I was saying the Parfums de Marly Leighton, maybe Parfums de Marly Harad or something like that. Just not as high quality and has more of the sweetener to it. PDM habit. Oh wait, I'm missing some. If any of you guys want to join, feel free to join. The link to StreamYard is in my description. This is my first time ever using StreamYard, so feel free. I've never had another guest in my live before, so I'm not exactly sure how it's done, but I think I just click on guest. Let me know how you like it. Wait, who are we talking? Oh, okay, you're talking to somebody else. I'm excited for it. So what I was talking to you guys about before, if you just joined the live, I got these in. They were sent to me after the DRACO people saw me on TikTok. And follow me on TikTok if you want to. If not, I don't really care. SBOY and SBOY for her. SBOY for her. If you have a woman and you want to get her a fragrance, I'm telling you, this freaking amazing. I mean, it's one of the best female fragrances I've smelled. And I don't like female fragrances for the most part. I'd honestly rather than wear Victoria's Secret Love Spell. I love saying Victoria's Secret Love Spell. It smells amazing. And whenever I was growing up, it was like any girl that was wearing that, I fucked her, like seriously. And not to be mean to women, it's just that stuff smells so good. And then the original S-Boy, again, I'm trying to save the main review for my full review. If you guys are interested in it, right now they're discounting it to $190. And then I have Dude 35, DOUD 35. All the information's in my description. If you're interested in picking it up, it takes it down to about $155. It's similar to things like Baccarat Rouge in the background, and then you get some like citrus freshness on top. It's actually quite nice. But I don't know much more about it because I don't want to know until my video. I'm holding down some renovation in the bathroom right now, or I'd hop on. Oh, Mike, don't worry about it. I don't care. I actually honestly prefer doing my stream by myself. I don't care if people jump on. It's not like it's going to hurt my feelings or anything. It's just the more people that you get on, the more it's going to turn into one of those social things that I'm like we did on Deneb's channel, and I'm not a huge fan of those. I'll jump on and say hi, but then I feel like I get trapped. I feel like I have to stay on it for like hours, and I don't like to do that. I'm just happy the other night I actually had the excuse to get off because even though I like talking to you guys, 90% of the time you're sitting there listening to other people, and I just, for some reason, I'm impatient. And so I'll do it every once in a while. But if anybody ever wants to jump on, I'm happy. I'm happy to do it by myself too. By the way, if you do want to go check out my video of the Ghostface dude, feel free because I do like a voice like the dude from Scream, and it's all meant to be fun. Just I thought that video was going to get more likes and views and stuff, and it didn't, but whatever. I mean, we got 1,900 subs, and that's good enough. I didn't get into this for the views and likes and all that stuff, so just letting you guys know I posted that. What scent for women were you talking about? I'm tired of girls' perfume smelling overly floral and rosy. Are you talking about the one that I wanted to I fuck every person in school, or are you talking about the one that I have right here, Patrick? Because the one that I had in school is Victoria's Secret Love Spell. Every guy has smelled that on a girl. It just smells amazing. I don't care who you are, it just smells amazing on a girl. I know Jeff always says that every girl around him wears Ariana Grande Cloud. I haven't smelled Cloud on a person ever. At work, we're walking down the street. Where I live, it's not like a thing. Maybe in high schools and stuff it is, but I like the smell of that. But with that said, this is going to be a good Christmas present for girls, and I can tell you that for sure. It has strawberry in it and a couple other things, but it's like fruity and it has like this vanilla fruit, and it's super good. And if you want to get your girl or your wife or whoever a fragrance for Christmas, I'm telling you, the bottle's sick, but it smells amazing. My wife, who is super fucking picky, loves this fragrance. And I thought I was just going to get it, review it, and sell it or something like that. But I can tell you, it's amazing. She's keeping it. She loves it. And even in the younger crowd, my daughter, 12 years old, loves it as well. Have you smelled the girls you smashed? Yeah, maybe whenever I was in college and high school. Um, have you smelled any of the Chance line by Chanel? What does my wife does not like the Chanel or Dior fragrances. She's not a big fan of them. She is Victoria's Secret Love Spell. That was, I mean, you'll know what it smells like. I bet you every guy in this chat has smelled Victoria's Secret Love Spell on a girl before. I mean, it's the iconic girls scent in high school. It's just, I love it. I don't know why. I've always been obsessed with that fragrance on a woman. Yeah, I know you're here, Joe. You're welcome to jump on if you feel like it. The link is in the chat or in the description. I don't know how to put it on the chat yet. I'll figure that out next time. Oh, guests. That's what you guys were saying. There we go. Add to stream. Oh, Jeff and Joe. Sorry,
Hello.
guys.
I was like, I'm here.
I had no idea that you guys were there.
Hey, what's up, what's Jeff? Going on?
How you guys doing?
Good to see you. Good to see.
Joe was like, I'm here. And I'm like, oh, I know you're here. This is my first time ever fucking using StreamYard, so I had no idea what you were talking about.
Now you got to get a nice little background.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know how to do that. Like, can you do backgrounds on this thing?
Yes. So. Yes. As you pay and upgrade it, you'll be able to do more customization features with it. So as you if you pay to upgrade it to one of the other plans, you could then make it where like this duck in the corner right here can end up being whatever logo, you know, FragranceDoud, whatever you want.
Oh, is that what Ross was saying the other day, where you put once you start paying, you can change things?
Exactly.
Yeah, I just got it for free. What's your sense of the day today, Jeff and Joe?
I'm wearing Atlantis.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That is good. That is definitely good. I just finished actually reviewing that one myself a few days ago. But
nice.
I'm wearing Armani Code Absolute. Also, great to meet you, Jeff, because this is the first time I'm actually meeting you. I've come across your channel a lot, but nice to meet you in person. But yeah, Code Absolute for me.
Me too.
Nice.
I'm wearing Code Absolute today. As Jeff, you know, I hated Code Absolute for the longest time, but I finally wore it today. One of my subscribers gave me a bottle, and I decided to wear it today. So I was like, all right.
And are you liking it better now?
Yes, I actually am surprised. I don't know what it was. I bought it. I think it was back in April. You were mentioning it on your channel, Jeff, when I was watching your live. I bought it from Macy's during one of their sales. It was like that 50% off sale. And I bought it and I was like, this isn't worth it. The vanilla smells terrible. I don't like it. And then I returned it. And then I don't know what it was, if I just grew on me or if it had to be cold outside.
I always find that when there's certain fragrances where it has to be cold out to try it. Like when I first tried like Valentino Yellow Dream, didn't really like it. And then I waited like 6 months and it got cold out and I wore it on a cold night out. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And it completely changed how I felt about it just because of the weather.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. Cause I think it was April. So it was late April. It was getting warm outside here. And I think that's probably what it was on. Exactly what it was. Somebody just said that, Jeff, you are the best at describing things. You really are. Every time that I go and like Joe, I know you said you came across his channel a few times, but when I'm in his lives, he uses these descriptors that literally it makes you feel like you're there.
Oh damn. Okay.
And it's nice. But anyway, what was I gonna say? I was gonna ask you guys something, but then I completely brain farted for a second.
Joe, did you get a minty vibe to your Atlantis?
A little bit, yeah. Like
I got it too. Randy didn't get it, and I was like, to me, it smells like a fizzy peach with like a slight mint to it.
Absolutely. I did get some powdery tones to it too, like the YVES and stuff.
Yeah.
But definitely.
Because there is a mint listed, and I figured the mintiness was coming from like a leafy thing from either like the sage or like the iris, but
Yeah, I get this like maybe that's the mint that comes off for you. For me, it comes off like a green aromatic around the peach. That is just the way that it comes off to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. It's weird because it's a peach fragrance that's completely like not peachy at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah, it really. I said it. I think in my video, I said it's just you can't really tell it's this or this. It's like you can say there's peach in there, but it doesn't smell like peach.
Right.
It smells like peach, but it's like kind of just so well blended in there that it doesn't really come off like bitter peach or something like that.
I definitely think
it's
this
really
fragrance
well
needs
blended.
to be put in stores. They need to find a way to get it in like Sephora's and Ulta's.
Yeah,
because that thing will fly off shelves for guys and girls because I think it's totally unisex.
Do any of you guys in the chat have any questions for Jeff or Joe? I don't know if you guys are looking at the chat too.
Mo says it's a party. Dylan says, oh, snap party. Hamzat, Code Absolute's great. Patrick says Code Absolute's amazing. Jeff was spot on. Code Profumo is like Dr. Pepper with a touch of Grand Soir Amber.
Would you guys say that? Would you guys say Atlantis is fruity?
No, it has fruit tones, but it's more like you said, more aromatic.
Yeah.
Than
it's definitely comes off as on my skin because I mean I have 2 sprays, one on each arm, and I'm like 6 hours in at this point. And right now my skin smells like peach skin. But
not like an overwhelming peach where if you were sticking your
musk.
nose. Yeah,
the musk.
Like, but to answer Mo, I wouldn't say it's fully fruity though. It was like the way that, like I told Jeff earlier, the way that I get it is I get like this green aromatic fragrance with this like peach, apricot, and slight tinge of bergamot in the opening. And then as it dries, those aromatic notes tend to go by the wayside as that musk pulls up. And then you're left with that, as Jeff said, the stone fruit or the peach apricot mixture mixed with that musk, but it never comes off super fruity or feminine.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised how long that my skin literally just smells like peaches essentially right now. And this is hours, and this is the first time I've ever sprayed it. So it's kind of has this cool, like, if someone's like close to you, they're gonna really smell that off of you.
Yeah.
My wife's obsessed with it. Not only on me, she wore it to work 3 times this week.
Yeah, it's 100% unisex.
Yeah, I really like the fragrance, and I don't really like fresh fragrances that much. Like I'm more of the fall and winter fragrances, but I have to truly love a fresh fragrance for me to wear it, and that I think that is actually one of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I could compare it to, so you guys can in the chat are going to be like, "Oh, I like that fragrance. I'll probably like this one." And there really isn't anything off the top of my head where I'm like, you know what, this one is similar to this.
Exactly. I couldn't get anything to compare it to, which I actually think is amazing that they were able to be so underhyped. Like nobody really talked about them and nobody really knew about them. And for them to create something like this that doesn't have any comparisons is to me amazing, especially for the price.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, as far as a vibe, maybe something like Boss Bottle Night, because I get like the violet leaf and the freshness and all of that. But even then, the use of the apricot and everything and peach, not really total game changer. So
when I saw the notes, I did not expect to smell what I smelled.
Yeah.
It was quite
I knew peach beforehand because I heard you told me about it, but
yeah.
I didn't expect it to smell like how it smelled either. Like when you read that note breakdown, you're just expecting like something completely different than that comes out. Because I really didn't expect it to have like a minty nuance to it. And it does, at least for me, it does. And yeah, it's nice. I'm going to douse myself in it tonight. I'm just going to make it my fragrance of the full day. It's 80 degrees in Los Angeles right now.
You live in LA and you live in...
I'm in New York. So we're literally on the 2 different coasts.
Yeah, I'm right below you.
We're in the busiest places in the world.
Yeah, Joe, I'm 3 hours away from you, Pittsburgh.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm Long Island. I'm close to the Hamptons. Not that close. I'm still an hour and a half away, but I'm on the island more south of where the Hamptons would be, where Montauk and all that is. And
Yeah,
then I'm like 30 minutes from Manhattan.
If nobody could tell where I'm from, sitting in my
Right.
background right now.
Big surprise.
I know Jeff hasn't tried this yet, but Joe, did you say you tried it?
I have
SBOY?
not tried it. I have not tried it at all. No.
I wasn't sure if you were one of the people, because I know I asked it in the chat yesterday when you were in that Taneem's chat.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure if anybody said yes. I honestly couldn't remember. I was so tired at that point in time.
So
Mike
Dylan
did.
in the chat goes, how's the performance of Atlantis? Is my first day wearing it. I'm 6 hours in. Clearly can still smell it. What about you guys?
Yeah, it performed about that 6 to 8 hour mark. Maybe it's starting to get cooler here, so if it was a little bit warmer, it'd probably project a little more. But on me, I was getting about 6-7 hours on me for sure. Where it was like,
Yeah,
okay,
I get about 6 to 8 hours as well. I mean, it really depends on the weather. Like right now, I don't get as much because it's freezing outside. I'd say I get about 6. But it never is a huge projector, but it never really is it's more moderate, but it stays moderate for a while, at least in my opinion.
And let's be real, the sillage is the most important thing when you walk past somebody.
Yes.
So projection doesn't, if you're just standing there, who cares if they can smell it or not? When you walk past though, that's the goal.
Whenever you said sillage, I was thinking of my Ghostface video, and I was like, if you get that sillage. Did you see that video yet, Joe?
I have not. I'm gonna check that one out. How long ago was it? Was it something more recent or like 1 year?
Yeah, no,
earlier?
it was a day or two
wasn't
ago.
it?
I put on the Ghostface mask from Scream and just did the whole video as the dude from Scream.
Gotcha.
It was just trying to be something fun.
I'm gonna have to check that out afterwards, for sure.
I'd say CK Shock for a quick errand. It's $20. Yeah, CK Shock for $20 is. I love that fragrance.
Good frag, definitely good value as a whole.
So, what are you guys up to for the rest of the night? Anything special?
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Literally nothing. Yeah,
I currently have an energy drink in here, and I wasn't even tired, and I was like, well, let me just have this so I can feel alive.
Yeah, I have giant Starbucks coffee.
Nice.
I get like all cold brew with this little bit of foam on it, and then right before I go running, I chug this, and then I run for an hour and a half, and then I go inside and fall asleep. I don't know if that's healthy, but whatever. It's if I have no energy. Hey, sorry to interrupt. Thank you, Newt, for the donation of $5. He said, "Thanks, dude, for the Polar Red Extreme and the Insurrection 2 Wild suggestions. Much appreciated." I think that's what you meant, Newt, because I've never talked about Insurrection Pure. Polar Red Extreme is a nice coffee fragrance. I actually got put onto that. I think it was by Jeff.
Good frag. Really good frag.
And Insurrection 2 Wild, I know, Jeff, you don't like clones that much, but to me, if you don't have Pure Havana, you don't want to spend the money for Xerjoff Naxos, Insurrection 2 Wild's great.
I have Pure Havana, never reach for it, ever.
Yeah, I got it from one of my subs. He just sent me Pure Havana.
Oh, snap. Great.
It was like 2 weeks ago. I asked him on Instagram. He had a picture because I did a collection video, I think 2 months ago, where I got everybody's collections and then I reviewed them. And the one dude had like every single Pure or whatever Mugler ever made, even the Pure Malt, the Creation Edition or whatever it was called. And he had all of them. He had Ultra Zest and all of that. And I was like, how much do you want for that Pure Havana? He said, Merry Christmas, check your mailbox. And I was like, are you kidding? And so he sent me that along with a bunch of other ones.
It's a great gift. Yeah. And I agree. Pure, Insurrection Pure is really good too, though. Like for $25, you can't beat it.
It was funny. Probably like 2018, I wanted to try a Ventus, and I'd heard about it, but it was never in stores near me. Then I randomly walked into those like in the malls, they have those like fake, they're fragrance stores, but like they like hustle you hard for their fragrances.
Yeah.
And they kept on like trying to show me all these different fragrances, and I knew they were clones. And they showed me like Club de Nuit Intense. I was like, no, that's a clone. I want to smell Aventus. Like, then they're like, no, Pure Havana, or not Resurrection Pure, whatever the Aventus one is from.
That one.
They kept on going, no, this is a real fragrance. It's nothing's like it. It's one of a kind. And I was like, no, I'm 100% positive this is a clone. And they like shoved it in my face. And I was like, okay, this just smells like pineapple. And I ended up walking to the Bloomingdale's, and they had just opened like the day earlier a Creed boutique inside that Bloomingdale's. So I finally got to smell Aventus for the first time, but I smelled all the clones right before I smelled the actual Aventus, and none of them smelled like Aventus to me. So once you actually smell Aventus.
Before I got into this huge like fragrance game where I knew about clones and stuff like that, I went through this place called Tanger Outlets. It's like an outlet mall. And I walked into one of their stores called Perfume Empire. I don't remember. And I walked in and they were pitching this thing called Ombre Oud Intense, which is a clone of Herba Pura by Armaf. And it's the same as all Haramain's Amber Oud Gold Edition, but it's Armaf's and it's only from them. And I walked in and they were like, you can't buy anything. You need to buy this. And they were spraying it like on me. And they were like, it smells just like this, Citizen Jack Absolute. And it was like, they were being paid by Armaf and Michael Malone. And you could tell because that was the only fragrances that they were mentioning.
Yeah. It sucks when they're not, when I get mad at YouTubers too and stuff when they're not open, like they're getting paid for something. But especially when these companies are like just pushing like that one thing, you're like, come on. Like at least at Macy's, like whenever I go to Macy's, I try to talk to the Macy's only employees. Anyone that's like a brand representative, like, oh, I represent the L'Oreal products. It's like,
got you.
Yeah, I don't want you to pitch me Givenchy pie and say it's brand new fragrance to me. Like, it's frustrating.
Yes. Yeah. Have you smelled Acqua di Gio before? Yeah, back in 1996 when I was 7 years old. Yes, I have smelled.
But then they'll tell you, oh, this has only been out for like 2 years, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, even Macy's does that now. They pitched Mont Blanc Legend Red this entire year as it was brand new. Like, and I'm like, bro. That's not even one you should be.
At least that one's like within a year and a half.
Right.
Yeah, but they're still saying it just came out. Like, I'll walk in and they know who I am and they'll say this came out last week. I'm like, did you not remember me being there last week? No. Are you serious? When somebody asked you, Joe, I'm sorry. Somebody just asked if you have tried Insurrection to Pure. Since you tried it, what's a clone of?
Pure.
Pure.
Pure is 100% Aventus.
So yeah, somebody texted me, so I wanted to.
Or or HTTP from Bond that has the QR code on it. That would actually be an even more suitable clone one. But yeah, I mean, it's basically from the Aventus DNA.
Oh, Shout out HTTP, the weirdest pineapple fragrance I've ever smelled.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that.
So it looks like a QR code. It's a yellow bottle. And I believe it's a creamy pineapple.
Yeah.
Because I know I have it right there. Scent of Peace for him is tart pineapple. And I believe that was their creamy sweet pineapple version. And I feel like you liked one or the other, but you never really liked both.
That's the same way for me. Yeah.
Somebody was telling me about a new Lattafa fragrance that had pineapple in it, and I can't remember what it is, but I guess somebody's pitching it all over YouTube lately, and I've never heard of it, but they told me to pick it up. And I know I don't really review that many clones on my channel, but it sounded interesting because I like pineapple. But they said it was more of like not a Ventus. It was more just like a pineapple fragrance.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it was a Lattafa something. And honestly, Lattafas have been killing the market this year. I mean, they've been taking over all haramain and Armaf.
They've been taking everything over. It's hard for me to keep up with it, let alone try to review them, just because there's so many. I'm like, I'll stick with what's being and to keep up with what's new in like all the retail stores. It's like,
yeah. Speaking of what's
the hardest
new
thing for me is the new stuff, because in the last 2 years we've probably had like at least 30 pretty decent releases. And like people always want to know about all these new things. It's like, well, this year alone we had like a bunch of superstar fragrances have sequels come out, and it's like, well, we're gonna have to talk about them, but then you still want us to talk about those fragrances from like a couple of years ago too. It's like, well, what do you want?
Yeah, I just was, when I started this live tonight, I said it's going to be really hard for me over the next month because there isn't even a rumbling of a new fragrance outside of Tonka Cola. There's nothing. I mean, there's Clive Christian, but who the hell reviews Clive Christian?
Nobody.
Seriously. And then there's like Hugo Boss.
If you guys have never seen it, check out George the Fragrance Apprentice's video on Clive Christian. It's hilarious. He just goes on a rant for like 15 minutes about how Clive Christian is the dumbest fragrance brand to invest into because it's essential oil.
Somebody said, Jeff, there's a Persian lady at the Northridge Mall, Macy's, who tries to shove fragrances down your throat and brings you the box, wanting you to buy it off and smell the card. Oh, buy it off the smell of the card. It's so annoying.
Yeah. Northridge is probably like 30 minutes from me.
Yeah, it's Lattafa Rave. Apparently, that's the one that I was talking about. The pineapple fragrance.
Yeah, Lattafa did the whole pineapple vintage thing where they just sent all their fragrances to the YouTubers. And then all at once. And like, you guys are going to review these. It's going to be mass hysteria for like a hot minute. But then like Parfums Vintage doesn't exist. It exists, but like they stopped sending fragrances to YouTubers like years ago, and they have no like no one cares really about them anymore.
Right.
It's because they're not pushing their products to free anymore. So
exactly.
I'm surprised
because it's going to fall off the same way as soon as they decide that the YouTubers shouldn't get their stuff anymore.
I'm surprised because before I was a reviewer, I remember watching videos where literally every Armaf and all haramain and Lattafa video, somebody had gotten it for free. And now it's like I found out that literally no clone houses are sending anything almost anymore. Except for the one that I got, which was some weird one from London, Attar London or something, and they were absolutely terrible. Like they're terrible. The first round that they sent me wasn't bad. They were actually decent. Then they were like, how about you deal with our Attars? And then they send me these little things, and they're literally like orange vegetable oil. And I'm like, why would you even send it to me? I guess it's like the way that they do it in like the Middle East is they'll take one droplet and just go like this and rub it all in their beard. And it's just, I was like, that's not the way that we do things in the United States. Sorry, I ain't going to review that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, it's, I just wish there was new releases because I'm going to have a hard time figuring videos to review. I know for you, you do mostly live streams and Jeff does the compliment test. But for me, being like a full reviewer every single day, pushing out reviews, it's difficult when you don't have new releases. To try to come up with ideas.
It is.
Well, I feel like this year. Well, let's each give two things. What are two things you're gonna think we're gonna get a new release of? I think we're gonna get a Polo Red Parfum this year.
That'd be good.
And I think we're gonna get, well, in the next year we'll get a new Dior from MFK.
Yeah, we have to.
But Polo Red Parfum 100% I think is gonna be Ralph Lauren's next release.
I think that there's going to be, I mean, they came out with the women's Chanel elixir, so I think that they're going to come out with the men's Chanel elixir.
Oh, I hope they don't.
and then because everybody else is doing elixirs, I would not be surprised if within the next year we get a YVES elixir.
Oh, yeah. God.
I mean, every other line, it's just it doesn't seem like anybody's creating new lines except for the new Coach Open Road. And so I don't see, I would see us getting a real quick turnaround on the Coach Open Road with an Eau de Parfum. I can see that as well. But for the most part, I'm going with Chanel and YSLY, even though you stole the one that I would have guessed anyway, Jeff.
Which was?
Polar Red.
Oh, yeah.
And then you took mine with the Dior, but I'd probably say Victor and Rolf.
Oh, that's a good one.
Might be in the works of doing something. Either like y'all said, the elixir, or they're gonna do, because they already came out with the women's, and usually when they come out with something for women, they'll do the men's like in February, March, like springtime. So
now, do you think it's going to be a spice bomb, or do you think they're going to branch off, like, because they just did Good Fortune for the women, they could do Good Fortune for men?
They'll probably do something Good Fortune for men, or some sort of fortune play for. Well, yeah, because it would have to be flower bomb, spice bomb, so some sort of fortune.
I told Jeff back in, I think it was March or April, on FragranceNet. I don't know if you can remember this, Jeff. I was on FragranceNet, and they came out and they had a picture under the thing that said Spice Bomb Summer. And then it came on there as a picture, and then it just disappeared. I was like, maybe that was just like an accidental thing that they did, but then they never came out with it. So that actually is a really good call.
Spice Bomb Fresh was pretty much a disaster for them.
Yeah. So
I can't imagine them just doubling down on a fresh, spicy fragrance.
Later, Mike. Sorry.
Mike.
Mike just said he was leaving. Somebody said that Jeff, and I saw this as soon as I said it. When I said the Chanel thing, somebody said that you're so done with Bleu de Chanel, because I saw your face when I said Chanel. You're like, are you kidding me?
I like Bleu de Chanel. I think it smells great. I don't think you should rebuy a bottle anymore. Like, if you still have it, still wear it. It still smells good, but I don't think you should buy a bottle of it in 2022, just because it is basically the ex-boyfriend scent at this point. But Chanel, the only Chanel that I even recommend people anymore is the L'Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Like, there isn't another Chanel that I even recommend.
I know. I recommend Edition Blanche too. Those are the two that I recommend, because Edition Blanche doesn't last that long, but I love it as a personal enjoyment morning scent. But Eau Extreme, I just did a short on it today. It's by far, I mean, like, far and away my favorite Chanel.
Same. And to me, like, that one, like, if I know I want good attention, I don't even have to think. Like, that's the easiest grab ever for any fragrance. Like,
Absolutely.
You want people to notice you smell good, it's that.
Yeah, and you can wear it all year round anytime you want.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it.
Yes.
Anyway, it's 9 o'clock. I gotta go run. Did my giveaway already, so I know that you guys are so used to doing the long streams. I do my 2-hour streams and I peace out.
This was cool though. It was your first one, so I had to come on. You know, I had to, like you said, show support anyways.
Thank you so much.
It had to be
Joe.
done, but I'm always here in the chat, and I'm definitely gonna check out more like I said, I've been around for a minute, so I know of your channel. I'm sub to your channel, but I'll definitely start tuning in when you go live more. So
I do it completely random, never plan it.
That's fine. That's why I'll hit. I think that's why, because normally a lot of my stuff ends up being so scheduled, and I'm on other people's lives for like guest hosting and stuff.
Yeah,
so
you're everywhere.
I learned where I was like, you know what? I'm only gonna plan my lives whenever I have time, and then I'm like, sometimes I'll have like an afternoon off, and I don't want to do it in the early afternoon, and then I'll do something else, and then like 4 o'clock hits, and I'm like, oh, I could go live right now. That sounds good.
Right.
And
hey, Jeff, I've always wanted you to come on here, as you know, but at least we finally know that it can be done. So I was happy to have both you and Joe on here. And so thank you guys in the chat. Thank you, Newt, for the support. Obviously, go follow Jeff at SoCal Sense and the Unaveraged Joe. Both of them are pointing in the wrong direction. But thank you guys so much. I was trying to figure it out. Like, okay, you're over here, but that's to my right, which is over there. So,
Right.
but yeah, follow them. Jeff does his compliment test with beautiful models. They're models and actresses, correct? I
Models,
always say that.
actors, dancers, influencers,
Okay.
all different types.
And then
Literally
Joe,
everyone's specialty is a little bit different.
and then Joe with his 24-hour live streams and
Yeah,
gotta get
interviews
the-
and different things with people.
24 hours?
he's done
I did a-
24-hour Joey Cannoli streams.
Yeah, 24-hour live stream. It was a 2K giveaway, but it's kind of a thing that we'll do. It's almost like how WWE has those gimmick matches, like steel cage matches. So it's like something we'll roll out for a special occasion, like once, twice a year, just to do. But yeah, 24-hour live streams.
Oh man, I could
get
never.
that.
My voice would be gone.
And
It's
Joe, say hello to Strawberry for me.
definitely will do. Say hey to Strawberry.
And giving a shout out to Dylan in the chat. He thinks that Dolce & Gabbana will come out with the one parfum.
Oh, that would actually be good.
Good
That would be a
guess.
good idea.
That's a good,
Good
especially
call.
because Dolce & Gabbana, their whole fragrance line is a disaster right now for the
Right.
most part.
Mhm.
All right, well, chat. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Joe, Jeff.
have
I'll
a
see you
good
guys
night.
later. Talk to you soon.
Later.
Jeff. All
Later.
right, peace out, guys.